Well, on this episode, we've headed north up to a remote station in Cape York, and we're going to try and eradicate as many feral pigs as we can off this station because the numbers of pigs have just exploded up here. So we've got the dogs, we've got the buggy, we've all loaded up. We're at the station now. So what do you reckon? Should we get a few?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Right-o. Black, 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 come. Blackie, black, black. First pig for the morning. We just checked a dead cow and literally about 500 meters from the house, and got Blackie and Whitey this morning. It's got the young balers, so dropped them on the scent like there was nothing on it, but must have been a pig on it, and they found it 300 out and put a good bale on, and I dropped him at the 308. So nice young bull for the morning. So let's keep moving before it gets too hot and see if we can get a few more. Second pig of the day. It's the third dam we've checked. Second dam had nothing on it, but this one dog's jumped, went out 400 meters, and quite lucky, hit a pig, but must have lost it because he's a bit short-legged and got a bit tired. But come back to the car and we're driving out and found this nice little boar that Blackie must have flushed out right onto the road. So Whitey pulled him up in this dam here and shot him in the dam. But second pig and another pig down that isn't going to destroy all these big swamps that are around here. So sweet as, we'll keep moving. Starting to warm up a bit, dogs are getting hot, so we'll give them a bit of a swim in this little dam, and then yeah, we'll probably start heading back soonish, but got to go back to the station, and I got to do some welding for the owner of the station. His little Suzuki's broken, so the gearbox fell out of it, so we're going to do a bit of welding on that and maybe run a bit of lick for the cattle as well, just to give them a hand. So but hopefully we get a few pigs before that. literally just left that dam and drove about 50 meters and found this boar. Young, pretty skinny boar. Just pulled up on the side of the road and the dogs got him and I shot him. So 3 boars for the morning, doing a good run. It's starting to look like there's a heap of pigs through here, so it should get a few more, but pretty skinny this fella. He pulled up pretty quick, but another pig, keen as. Let's go. Just got back from that little mission this morning. We ended up with 5 pigs, couple good boars. So we're gonna have a bit of a rest, cook up a bit of a feed on the cooker here, maybe just make a bit of a bacon and egg wrap or something. And then it's pretty cool today, so if it stays pretty cool, we might jump in the buggy and go for a bit more of a cruise, have a bit of an explore around, try to find a few more spots to chase a pig, and yeah, to see what comes of it. Righto guys, it's finally cooled off enough, so we're about to get into it. We've got a few different dogs this afternoon. We've got Blue coming for a bit of a run, and we've got Big Red in here. I've got a GoPro chest mount that I normally put on myself, but it actually fits Red pretty well too, to put a GoPro on his back, so I'm going to see how that goes. It might be a big fail, but if not, these two are hopefully going to bail a pig, and then I'll send Big Red in with the camera on and see what we can see. But yeah, it's about 3:30 and it's just starting to be cool enough to get out there and get amongst it, so let's go. Cruising up to the second dam of the day for the afternoon, and Blue jumped off and found a pig about 150 meters in the long grass here, and let Red out. Tried my little camera setup with the chest mount on his back, but it was an absolute failure, so I'm gonna scratch that idea and just keep going. But it nearly fell off his back and ended up all crooked and everything, so I thought I was onto something, but obviously not. But about another 300-400, probably a K off this way, there's a nice dam that's always got pigs on it, so we'll go up there and check that out. Just got back to the car. Casey stabbed her first pig, so
I was a little bit scared. I almost chickened out, but Cameron told me I needed to get in there and do it.
I convinced her. She'd been wanting to do it all day, and then we got a good little sow that would have been perfect for her, and it was a bit lively and she got a bit spooked, but she got in there and got it done. But couldn't show it because YouTube don't like the hanging dogs. We got Big Red here today. This morning we just had the bailing dogs, but I've just taken Red out for the afternoon to give him a bit of a run. Where is he? Oh, he's on the other side. Red! But yeah, so we're gonna give these hanging dogs a bit more of a run. I'm sure if we get a big enough boy, you'll see him bail, because he bails out a bit on the big fellas. But yeah, we'll keep poking along, hopefully get a few more this afternoon, and then back into the full bailing action tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully we get some more.
That'd be great.
I just got back to camp. It's a bit late, just getting dark, so we're gonna cook up a bit of a feed. Got the chef over there on chef duties. What are we having?
I'm eating some ravioli.
Ravioli, that's pretty flash for a camping trip.
With some simple creamy tomato pasta sauce.
Just got this pretty simple sauce that we've got from the shop, because when you're out here in the bush and you get back late, you just got to have pretty quick feed. So Casey's chopping up a bit of onion, and we're gonna put a bit of this pasta sauce with some ravioli, and that's gonna be dinner tonight. So gonna have a quick dinner, and then we're gonna fire up the thermal and see if we can't go and shoot a few pigs or catch a few pigs with the dogs with the thermal tonight. And there's a heap of wild dogs on a dead cow up there, and the farmer's pretty fed up with the wild dogs chasing all the little calves around and killing some of the calves. So we're gonna go see if we can catch a few of them for him as well. So have a bit of a feed, and then we'll go for a run. Oh, well, that's a done deal. Ravioli, camping ravioli. So pretty sweet little feed when you're just trying to get something done quick. So bit of cheese on top, and good to go. We're gonna smash this down, and then yeah, we'll get into it. Had our feed and we're about to get ready to go, so there's not going to be a whole lot of light for videoing out there, so the thermal does take a video, so I'm just going to jump straight to the thermal now, and you can check out what we're looking at through the thermal. Hopefully we find a few pigs, hopefully we find a few dingoes, but yeah, I'll jump straight to that now, so check it out. Oh guys, I was getting excited for nothing. I've been driving around for a few hours and have not seen any pigs. Lots of cows and lots of kangaroos. As you can see, I'm just flicking through a few colours here across the flat, and you can see a few cows walking around out on the flats, but no pigs. So I'm just going to chuck a little snippet at the end of this video here of a lump of a boar that my mate seen on the thermal only a few days before this trip, so you guys can check out what they look like through the thermal. And then yeah, I might call it a night and we'll see you first thing in the morning. Colin, one of my mates that helps run the station, is going to come for a run this morning with us. So they just got a load of cattle truck this morning before we go. So we're just going to watch them load that up, and then he's going to jump in and come for a cruise with us. So chasing a few cattle around now, load them up. Well, we just put the drone up and we've found some pigs on a dam. So we've got Colin up there. He's going to grab the drone out, set it up while we drive in there, and then he's going to float above us and see if we can see anything from there. Hopefully there's a few pigs still there when we get there, and the dogs can get them and we can see something from there. But it's pretty thick timber in there, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to see us too well, but let's go give it a crack. Gee, you bastard wasn't going to move. Oh, straight in the water again. Hey, snake there. Woohoo! Him. Taipan too or something. Blackie! Hey! Blackie! Alright. Well, it's all happening. We just got the buggy parked up there and Casey spotted a little boar sleeping on the edge of the dam wall here. And dogs had trouble finding it because it mustn't have been moving around much and been camped up there a while, but little Blackie found it and pulled it up in the dam here. And I just shot it, but it was all happening because as I was running down, I jumped a taipan that was on the ground and then kept going. So lucky I didn't stand on it. I got barefoot, Colin's barefoot, so lucky. But got the pig and we'll keep cruising. Just come back from that bit of a hunt this morning, so we've got to cook up a bit of a feed. So I've got bacon, sausages and some tomato, and we'll probably chuck it on a wrap or something. And then I'm going to head up the shed and help Colin out, weld this Suzuki up so that he can run some lick and all that this afternoon. So got to have a good feed first because I am starving. It was a good run this morning. I think we got 5 pigs, a lot of small pigs, no big boars. It's sort of dry season at the moment and it's super dry and super hot, and a lot of the bigger boars, they go back down onto the river and you just get all the smaller stuff that's been pushed up into the dry country where there's not a lot of food, but still heaps of numbers for the dogs, and the pups are getting into a few, so keen as to get into a few more this afternoon, but gotta have feed first.
So we've had the luxury to move up to the homestead to camp tonight, but we were way too lazy to pack the roof topper up, so we've just left it up and we're just driving it up now.
Oh well, this old beast's seen better days. You might have seen her on a few of my other videos up this way. She's copped a bit of a flogging, but we've done a little bit of TLC today. It was not a serious contract, but and it's not a good looking one either, but the gearbox mounts were all cracked out of it, so we welded some new plate in there, and hopefully that'll stop it cracking for a little bit longer until she blows up or something happens to her where she ends up at the dump. But she's a good old rig. It's a little Suzuki. It's got wires running in it everywhere, but another birthday today might get it going for another few months. Hopefully more than a few months, eh, Colin? Yeah, mate. She's caught a few bulls and pigs, this old girl. Anyway, we're done that job, so now we're probably going to get into chasing a few pigs this Harvey, just letting it cool down a bit more, and then we're going to go for a look. Here, here. Whitey, here. Get him. Get him, get him, get him. Get him! Get him! Get him! So that big fella we just got, dog's just got him. Nice set of hooks on him, so probably the best boar of the trip, so stoked with that. Pup's got him. Little Whitey, he's only about 8 months old and he's cracking, still getting a few pigs, so he just needs to learn to be a bit harder, and I reckon he'll be firing, but he'd probably be about an 80 kilo boar with a good set of tusks, but we'll keep moving and hopefully get another one for the RV. Yoo! Oh, we just got back to camp a bit early today, so we can cook up and hopefully somewhat of light, but we've made the move to the homestead, a bit more luxury. We've got hot showers, we've got Wi-Fi, so spent a night or two down the back there in the creek, but we've moved in here. It's a bit nicer. So last night here on the station, so decided, yeah, a nice hot shower won't go astray, so we've come back early. We're going to have burgers for dinner tonight, so we're going to cook them up soon, and then I might go for a run with the thermal a bit later and have another crack at actually trying to catch some, because last night we had a bit of a look, seen a few cats, wild cats and that, but that was about it. Heaps of wallabies, but we got one good cracker boar this afternoon, which made it all worth it. It was a good pig, probably about 80 kilo boar, a good set of tusks. So yeah, but we're gonna cook up and then I'll talk to you after that. Morning guys. Well, we went out for a look last night with the thermal and absolutely no luck, so I'm not really sure about up here because there's pigs everywhere during the day. As you would have seen, we would have got 15 or 16 pigs in the last couple of days, just the dogs. But go out at night time, looked everywhere last night with the thermal for about 2 or 3 hours and did not see a single pig. So yeah, not really sure what the go is there, but no luck. But we're up bright and early this morning, got a beautiful sunrise coming up. Just having a coffee, and then we're gonna jump in the buggy, take some of the dogs down the back and have one last walk and hopefully catch a few more pigs before we pack up and head off. So gonna take the house dogs. Casey's just up there getting down out of the bed, but yeah, a couple of these little house dogs want to go for a run. Nessie does, Cooper, so I'm gonna take all them and try and catch them a pig before we go. Go around the trees. Yeah. Hit him. We just drove through the house gates, probably 100 metres from the house, and we've seen this nice good boar just walking to a old dead cow, and big red and white, he got him. Got a nice sharp set of hooks on him. I wouldn't like to get ripped by him, but probably one of the second biggest pigs of the trip, I reckon. So good to finish the weekend off with a nice boar, but we're still going to poke down here and have one more little look at this little soak down the back here and hopefully get another one, but can't complain about that. Good boar for the morning. You! Keen.
Did you get it, Vince? Did you get it? Yeah.
A lot of you guys have probably seen these before, but some of you probably haven't either. So this is actually called a bowerbird, and they make this little stick nest in a little, I don't know, little like den in there. Yeah, and they collect all like little bright stuff, little shells, bits of glass. He's got straws and even got some little fruit and everything, alfoil. It's always cool to check them because you never know what can be in there. Like they might pick up, like, who knows, a ring or anything. But I know out at Mount Surprise, where there's a lot of emeralds and topaz and that, the prospectors will actually try and find these nests and look for them because they pick up all the little bright stones, and sometimes you can get a good one in there. But yeah, pretty cool. It's got plenty of different bits and pieces in there, but we might leave it because I can actually hear him carrying on over there. So yeah, we'll go before we disturb it too much. Pretty cool. But well, we're all loaded up and ready to roll. We got that one last good boar this morning to finish the trip, so can't complain about that. The last two pigs we got have been both cracker boars. I was hoping to get a few big pigs before we left, but yeah, we're all ready to go, so we're going to head out. I think that'll be a wrap to another episode. But had a bit of a win. We got must have got 16 or 17 pigs for a few days, so now when the wet comes, hopefully there'll be a few less pigs smashing up all the wetlands around here and killing all the native animals. So can't complain about that. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.